Millions of Aussies aren't buying Christmas presents. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and I thought we'd have a look at this article about millions of Aussies who aren't buying Christmas presents. Now, is it a sob story about people being too poor? Or is it the fact that Australia is a multicultural nation now with many people who aren't Christians and many atheists? Why would they be buying presents for Christmas? That's just a question. Or could it just be that everyone's so poor, they can't afford it, they're struggling? Or could it be a whole bunch of men that haven't realized Christmas is coming up and wait till Christmas Eve, like every sensible person does, to buy Christmas presents? I think it may be that one. But let's have a look at this, because, you can get presents really cheap, guys. There's a bit of bullshit here. If you can't scrape together enough for Christmas presents after a year, then there's some other things really badly going on in your life, and you probably need to worry about those more than Christmas. Then you should be forgiven for not buying presents. So, 2 in 5 Aussies won't be buying a Christmas present, new research has revealed, with many Aussies planning to cut back this festive season. And we'll see if this actually manifests in the retail spending. We'll look at those figures. The Choice survey found more than a third of Aussies, 34%, plan to spend less on Christmas this year compared to last. I mean, is it just the fact that they went stupid last year? With all the lockdowns and everything. I think I saw a Kid Spot article. Someone spent $3,000 on their children, like 2 kids, $3,000 on presents. And they're like toddlers. They're not going to give a shit. Okay, you give them a box, they'll be happy. They'll play with that, it'll be fine. You give them a box of chocolate all to themselves, they'll be fine. Or are some people just spoiling their kids a lot more than mine? Of those, 62% said this is because they have less to spend due to the rising cost of living. Well, that makes sense. On the flip side, 27% of the 1,000 Aussies surveyed said they would spend more this year. Okay, so you've got 34% spending less, 27% spending more. So is this just the normal class divide? I mean, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you plan to spend more this Christmas? I don't really. I have to check with Rachel how much we've budgeted for the kids. But, I mean, you can get some really cheap presents. And you know what? Let's do that right now. Let's jump over here. I've got the Kmart website up. And I know, oh no, it's Kmart. It's not a super duper brand. Let's have a look here at toys. Because this is who the children are the ones who are going to be wanting the toys. Parents, you can go without, okay? You don't need a present. So here's stuff for under $10. I mean, look at this. I don't know, Thirsty Worm. Oh, these things look horrible, but still, kids love this stuff. There you go, metal machines. Cars, $1 each. Okay, you spend $5, there's a present. There's a present. Look how cheap this stuff is. This was much cheaper than when back in my day. A foam glider, $3.50. There you go, there's a present. Right there, $3.50. That is enough for a kid. You can go outside, play with them, get 2 of them, you can have lots of fun. What else do they have here for under $10? There you go. $2 little dinosaur. Lego, build it together with your kid. There's a present. These Caterpillar things. Barbie dolls. $5 Barbie doll. Ooh, shit, that's good. Actually, I better buy some of those. I mean, there you go. I've got lots of daughters, guys. They love their Barbies. $5. $5 Barbie dolls. Hey, and you can even zip it or afterpay. Pay off your $5 Barbie doll in 15 easy installments. So, I mean, $5. So, a poo. You can buy a poo doll. Oh, that actually, I might get that. They'll love that. Oh, yeah, they will love that. Can you imagine? Oh, $3.75. What else? You know what's really hard to find? Toy soldiers. Little toy soldiers. I had to go everywhere to find them for Frederick to get him something to play with. Because, so Hot Wheeled cars, $1. So, guys, yeah, I mean, you can get kids' presents really cheap. Okay? Really cheap. That's where people are saying, oh, I won't be buying anything for Christmas. Well, if an adult, you don't want to buy anything, that's fine. You don't need it. You don't need a present. Just spend time with a family. Maybe make a handmade gift if you can't afford it, or a nice card, or cook a meal, spend some time together. For the kids, it doesn't cost much to get them a little something. Come on. You can if you can't find a dollar to buy a Matchbox car for a child, then you've got some real financial problems because you've got a whole year to plan for it. So, although Christmas is typically depicted as a joyous time of year, it can also be a major source of financial stress for many people. Choice editorial director Marge Rafferty said, "The cost of presents and entertaining family and friends mean many people struggle during the festive season. It's probably because they're not being cheap. I mean, what's wrong with these presents? Is it not good enough for people? I guess if they want a new iPad or a new iPhone, all of those things." Roy Morgan recently estimates Aussies would spend a whopping $64 billion in the lead up to Christmas this year. So, okay, here's 3 easy ways to budget. Let's see. Interest rates are rising, rents are going up, and cost of living, blah, 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 blah. 31% of Australians weren't sure how they would fund extra expenses this Christmas. Well, don't get extra expenses. Plan it out. 43% said they found it hard to stick to a budget. Then the Christmas present you should, if you have a family member who can't afford to buy Christmas presents, get them the Barefoot Investor book and his strategies for having a splurge card and dividing up your money with different bank accounts. That's probably what they need. These schemes can create a potential debt trap. Oh, the buy now, pay later. Yeah, this is the problem. People are spending beyond their means. So instead of buying, $5 of Matchbox cars to give as a present, they go out and buy an iPhone or some luxurious thing that you don't need to. Food and drink was the most common expense expected this Christmas, with 71% of Aussies saying they would spend money on it. Well, yeah, that's going to be an expense. Even then, buy it in bulk. Rafferty says Aussies could save by opting for cheaper or home brand products and looking out for supermarket specials. I mean, do people not do that already? Isn't that normal? Or am I just not used to how pretentious some people can be? Of course. I mean, are they talking about the Karens here that are spending without realizing their life circumstances have changed? That could be it. Create a budget. Oh, well, yeah, a shopping list. Getting creative with Christmas gifts could also cut down on costs. Well, that's a suggestion. I mean, let's have a talk about this. I mean, one present we're trying to organise now, I probably shouldn't say it, because my mother and mother-in-law might be watching, but the kids are making a story, but they're doing that for school. So what we're doing is they've written a story, and they're now doing the artwork on the computer, and we're going to bind it up into a book with a collection of stories from the kids to give as a present. That's a good homemade present. That's something they're going to reminisce and enjoy. Things like that. Find ways to save money. But for children, you can find cheap gifts. If you think you need to spend more than $10 on a kid for a present, you're not looking hard enough. What do you reckon? And if they're a bit older, then they should be mature enough to appreciate the fact that they can wait until after Christmas when the Boxing Day sales have come. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Thanks for watching. Check out HeiseBim and HeiseSays International. And if you want to support us, you can on YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.